New revelations this morning about former President Trump's bout with COVID and specifically what he hid from the American people about that infection and his health status. All of this coming from a new book by former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, which was obtained by The Guardian.
CNN has not yet confirmed this independently, but the book details how the former president got a positive COVID test result 3 days before a debate with Joe Biden and kept it secret. Here is the timeline as we know it. On Saturday, September 26 of 2020, Trump hosted the Rose Garden event for Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Very few masks, you'll notice, no social distancing. At least a dozen people who attended that would later test positive.
And then later that evening, he made his way to a rally in Pennsylvania. As Marine One is lifting off for that event, the White House doctor calls and says to stop him because his COVID test came back positive. According to Meadows, he was then tested again. That test came back negative, so they moved on as though nothing had happened.
The next day, Trump attended an indoor event with Gold Star military families. Those are families who lost children in combat, and holds a news conference in the White House briefing room. On Monday, September 28th, he staged another event, this with business leaders at the White House, and held another event in the Rose Garden, a news conference, to talk about, amazingly, his efforts to ramp up COVID testing.
On Tuesday, the day of the debate, Meadows says Trump was moving more slowly than usual, but, quote, nothing was going to stop Trump from going out there. The host of that debate, Fox's Chris Wallace, said Trump wasn't tested because he arrived too late. They allowed him on stage, you may recall, due to the honor system. This is the same event where he actually made fun of then candidate Biden for wearing a mask.
I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask.
Of course, 2 days after that, Trump tested positive again, alerts the world by tweet, later spends 3 nights in the hospital getting treatment, advanced treatment. In the last hour, the former president responded in a statement saying, quote, the story of me having COVID prior to or during the first debate is fake news. In fact, a test revealed that I did not have COVID prior to the debate. This is just into CNN. The Centers for Disease Control will provide names of passengers on flights entering the U.S. from